So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mafex Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice Knightmare Batman. So let's get into it right away and start off with the box. So we do get a basic style box for Mafex's Batman vs Superman line. We do get the window right there on the front of the box, and on the bottom we do get an image of the Batman figures, this Knightmare Batman action figure, Medicom toy, and DC. And then the bottom of the box has the barcode of Blubby Bus stuff nobody cares about. And then here is the top of the box. And then the one side of it with an image of Batman with his binoculars. And then the other side of the box has a very cool image of the Knightmare Batman figure. And then the back of it shows a couple poses you can get the figure into along with some of the accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at the Knightmare Batman. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and Mafex really did a great job with this Knightmare Batman. I really didn't care about this release, but after getting it in hand, I'm really digging this figure a lot. The paint and sculpt are very well done on this piece. The head sculpt looks great. You can see the likeness of Ben Affleck where the skin tone is there. So I think they did a pretty good job with that. We do get a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow around the mouth and everything, so that looks pretty cool. Eyes both painted looking in the same direction, so great job with that. The cowl looks great. And then the goggles look pretty cool too. Nice sculpt and paint on them. We do get a translucent plastic on them also, so I like that they did that. And then the brown strap that goes all around his head here, the paint's pretty clean for it, but there is a little bit of paint bleeding, like the brown is bleeding onto the black cowl on the bottom on this side. And then the more you go over to this side on the top of the brown strap, it's bleeding a little bit onto the cowl as well. But I do like how they painted that buckle silver right there, so I like that they did that. And then we do get a little bandana here, beautiful sculpt all throughout it, and we get some very nice paint shading on it as well. And it is a separate piece, so you can move it around, and you could actually remove it if you would like to as well. And then the torso looks pretty good. I like the way the bat symbol looks, and I do like the texture of his suit on the torso there. Very nice sculpt all throughout it, and clean paintwork where the black for the bat symbol meets the gray there. I know his torso looks very narrow, but once you have the jacket on, it doesn't look that bad. But that was an issue people had with the regular release of this Batman by Mafex. And one of my favorite parts about this figure is his jacket or trench coat. I think they did a beautiful job sculpting it, and we get some very nice paint shading all throughout the jacket, and I really dig the way it looks. We get some sculpted lines in there. I like the way this piece looks at the top. The collar looks good. Nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout it. And the bottom part, there is 3 separate slits. We get one on this side, one on this side, and then we get one down the middle. And it is a very soft, rubbery type plastic, so it really doesn't get in the way when you articulate this figure around. But really, I really dig the paint shading all throughout the brown coat here. Do get some sculpted pocket there. And then we do get the loops on this side for the buttons on this side, and there's another pocket sculpted on there as well. And I do like how they put the paint shading on the inside of his coat also, so I really dig that they did that. And then the arms here, very nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout the arms. Great job on that, and very nice paint shading as well. So great job on the sleeves for the coat here. And then the forearms here, we do get the back gloves or the gauntlets, and very nice job on his back gloves here. I do like how we get some sculpted lines here and there in them. And then these spike pieces on the bottom part of his forearm here look pretty dope. And then I do like how we get like some brown wrappings or bandages around his glove and then his hand as well. So I think that looks pretty cool. Very nice sculpt work on those bandages or wrappings. And then we do get his utility belt. Pretty much same thing as the regular release Batman. Beautiful sculpt and paint all throughout the utility belt there. Then we do get a separate belt right under it, this brown one, and nice sculpt work all throughout it. It is a separate piece, but I believe it's glued on this side. I could be wrong though. I think it is glued actually. But you can move it up and down on this side of the figure. And then we do get the holster for his gun. Very nice sculpt all throughout it, and nice paint where the black meets the brown there. The brown for the straps around the pants. A little bit of sloppy paintwork here and there, like on the bottom strap here. On the bottom, the brown is bleeding onto the green. Then the top strap on the top, the brown is bleeding onto the green as well. And then same with on the back. A little bit of paint bleeding, but it's not horribly bad. But I do like the sculpt on it, and I like the buckles we see right there in the front, and I like that they're black also. So good job with the straps and the holster there. And then very nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout the cargo pants here. I think that looks dope. We do get a sculpted pocket on the one side here, and then they sculpted the seams also. Even on the inside of the leg, these seams are sculpted on there. And then this side, you don't see a pocket. I'm guessing the holster's in the way, but you do see the seams sculpted on there. Very nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout the pants. And then even the knee joints, we do get like a knee pad here, which looks pretty cool. And they did sculpt a couple sculpted wrinkles on the sides of the knee pads there, so I do like that they did that. And then the lower legs, nice sculpt work on the pants there. And then we do get a little bit of paint shading on the green cargo pants here and there. And then we do get his bat boots. I really dig the way those look, how we get some sculpted lines in random spots on the boots there. I think that looks dope. And we do have like a buckle and a strap, I believe, around the ankle. And then the feet look pretty good. I believe they're the same ones as the regular Batman. Get a couple sculpted wrinkles on the top of the foot. And they did a good job with it though. And then the bottom, we get some really cool looking treads. Those are actually really cool. But overall, I think Mafex actually did a pretty damn good job with this Knightmare Batman. I'm actually surprised at how great the detail turned out on this figure, and I'm overall pretty damn satisfied with it. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we get a bunch of great stuff included with this Knightmare Batman. So we do get a Mafex stand, of course, which comes in 3 parts. We have the base, the arm, and then the clamp. And then it does swivel at the bottom, hinges at the bottom, hinges at the middle, hinges at the top, swivels at the clamp, and then the clamp is also on a hinge. So we do get that. And then we also get 13 interchangeable hands, but not all of them are for the Knightmare Batman. We do get 8 hands for the Knightmare Batman, then we do get 2 for the Mafex Armored Batman, and then we get 3 for the Mafex Superman. So for the Knightmare Batman, we do get a pair of fists, of course, which come on the figure out of the packaging, and very nice sculpt and paint all throughout the fists here. So good job with these interchangeable hands, and these are the easiest ones to swap out with the Knightmare Batman. The rest of them, the peg insert, is a little bit of a tight fit. I would say get something in there to widen up the hole a little bit so you don't risk breaking the wrist joints. So that is one issue with this Knightmare Batman. We did have that same issue with the Mafex regular Dawn of Justice Batman as well. So we do get a pair of fists, and then we also get a pair of trigger finger hands. Very nice sculpt and paint on these, so good job with the trigger finger hands here. And the hands are a little bit of a softer plastic. As you can see, I can move the fingers a little. With the regular Mafex Dawn of Justice Batman, his hands were such a hard plastic, you could barely get him to grip onto the accessories. So I do like that they did this with the Knightmare Batman. So we do get a pair of those, and then we do get a pair of gripping hands. Nice paint and sculpt once again. So good job with these hands. And then finally for the Knightmare Batman, we get a pair of open hands and great paint and sculpt work once again. So we do get those 8 interchangeable hands for the Knightmare Batman. Then we do get a pair of gripping hands for the Armored Batman, and this is meant for him to grip onto the Kryptonite Spear. And very nice sculpt and paint all throughout these. And I'm sorry I don't have the Mafex Armored Batman or Superman, so I can't show you guys what they look like with these accessories. So we do get a pair of those for the Armored Batman, and then we do get a pair of gripping hands for the Kryptonite Spear for the Mafex Superman. And very nice sculpt on these. I just hate how orange his skin is. So we do get a pair of those, and then we do get another left gripping hand, but this is meant for Superman to grip onto Batman's mask when he rips it off his head when Batman's having that nightmare, and it grips onto it perfectly. So I do like that they included that for the Superman. So we do get those interchangeable hands, and then we also get Batman's binoculars, and these things are actually pretty dope, and I really love that Mafex keeps using real fabric straps with the accessories for their figures. Like with their Mafex Star Wars The Force Awakens Rey, she had a strap with her bow staff, and then they gave one to Batman now with the binoculars, and they did with one of his guns as well. Kind of looks like leather, so I do like the look of it. And it's just cool that they're using real fabric with the accessories. But the binoculars themselves look pretty dope too. A very nice sculpt all throughout them. He does grip onto them perfectly. And then you can get them up to his eyes also. And you can hang it around his neck if you would like to as well. So we do get that. And then we also get 3 interchangeable heads and then his cowl. And only 2 of the interchangeable heads is for the Knightmare Batman. And then one of them is for the Armored Batman. So for the Knightmare Batman, we do get the masked interchangeable head here, which they did a pretty damn good job with it, and we did already take a look at this because this does come on the figure out of the packaging. So we do get the masked one, and the way you interchange it is you just have a ball joint right there, so you got to take the neck off with it. Sometimes, see, it's really easy to pop it on, you just push down, it pops on the joint, but sometimes when you pop it off, only the head will pop off and the neck will stay on. You just got to pop the neck off and then just connect it to the head, so you just got to do that in case the neck doesn't come off with the head. And then we do get the unmasked Bruce Wayne head here, and I don't know, I'm not feeling this one. It really doesn't look like Ben Affleck at all. I think they do need to work a little bit more on their 3D image matrix dot printing system that they're doing. I mean, it looks alright, kind of looks like Ben Affleck in a way, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? But they did do a good job with the paint and everything. I like how we have the 5 o'clock shadow, the eyes both painted looking in the same direction, and great job on the hair. I love the sculpt all throughout it, and I like how they used like a grayish white wash all throughout it. So good job with the hair there, and good job on the face. It just doesn't resemble Ben Affleck that much. And the unmasked one, same way to get it on the joint. It just doesn't really stay on the joint that well. Like, it pops off a little too easy, so that does get a bit irritating. I mean, you can make it work. Whoops. You can make it work, just don't be rough with the lower neck articulation. So we do get the unmasked interchangeable head, and then we do get the battle damaged armored interchangeable head here for the armored Batman, and they did a great job with this. I like how we have the 5 o'clock shadow there, nice paint and sculpt around the eye, and I do love how you can see like the black underneath the metal armor. I think that looks dope, and I just love the battle worn and battle damaged type look all throughout his helmet here. We have like a dent up there, a couple like scratch marks. Very nice work on this, and I do love the black wash all throughout the silver here to give it that real metal type look. So we do get the battle damaged armored Batman interchangeable head, and then finally we get his cowl that Superman rips off his head in that nightmarish dream that he has in Batman vs Superman. And they did do a good job with it. It is a softer rubbery type plastic than we have this piece up here that Superman can grip onto, as I just showed you guys before. So we do get that stuff, and then we also get his assault rifle and pistol. So we'll take a look at the assault rifle first, and great job on this with the sculpt, and I do like how we have the real fabric strap here, and it has that leathery type look to it. Just be a little careful where it connects to the gun, because it's possible it could break off. I did have that issue with their Force Awakens Rey figure. But great sculpt all throughout this, and wherever there's paint, very nice clean paint work. And I do like how we have like a Joker card on the back here. Thought that was pretty cool. And then we have like duct tape wrapped around the back, which looks awesome. And then we do have like a fabric or some more tape wrapped around this piece. But beautiful sculpt all throughout this gun here. I think that looks dope. And the other side, very good job with the sculpt. And he does grip onto this perfectly fine with the trigger finger hand. So we do get his assault rifle. And then we also get his pistol. Very nice sculpt on this. And the paint's pretty clean on the grip there. There's a little bit of paint bleeding up there, as you can see. On the other side, nice job here. And then you can put it in his holster, of course, which fits in there perfectly. So we do get those two guns. And then we finally get the Kryptonite Spear. And this thing looks awesome. They did an excellent job with this. I love the green translucent plastic for the Kryptonite. Very nice sculpt on it as well. And then just all throughout the rest of it, it just looks great. I love how they added the black paint and the sculpted lines and everything. And that looks dope. Really great job on this Kryptonite Spear. Be careful with this. I feel like that could break easily. A really cool looking accessory. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Knightmare Batman. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of Knightmare Batman. To the top of his bat ears, it looks like he stands around 6.5 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the Mezco 112 Superman, the Mezco 112 Batman, the Mezco 112 Joker, and the SH Figuarts Black Panther. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Deadshot, the Mafex Joker, the SH Figuarts Joker, and the SH Figuarts Harley Quinn. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Punisher. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, we do get 2 points at the neck. So the upper neck joint, you can get Batman to look up about that much, which is pretty damn good. Then going down, he just pretty much looks straight ahead. We get some really nice pivot at that joint there, and then it also swivels. Now the lower neck, very nice forward and back movement as well. Goes better going forward. Going back gets hindered by the collar a little bit. So with both joints, Batman can pretty much look all the way down and then practically looks all the way up. And then we do get very nice pivot at the lower neck there, as you can see, and then it also swivels. So excellent movement at both the neck joints. Then we do get a point of articulation at the torso, right at the abdomen here. And Batman can crunch forward about that much with that joint. And then going back, goes back about that much. We'll get hindered by the coat a little bit. And then we do get some pretty good pivot at that torso joint. And then it also swivels. Then the waist here, Batman crunches forward with the waist about that much. So with both joints, he crunches forward a really good amount. Then with both joints going back, you get some very nice movement as well. And then we get some great pivot at the waist, and then it also swivels. So again, great articulation now at the waist and the torso, along with both the neck joints. Now for the arms here, at the shoulder, we get a great circular motion out of the arm here, so nice articulation there. And then the arms go out to the sides a little more than 90 degrees. They do go up and down, no bicep swivel, so you will have to use it at the shoulder joint. Then we have double jointed elbows that bend in pretty much all the way. And then we do have a ball hinge at the wrist, so it does swivel, and then hinges back and forth, so nice movement throughout the entire arm. Now for the legs here, the leg joints do shift down a little bit, so Batman can kick forward about 90 degrees, goes to the back, let's see here, just a tiny bit, and then kicks out to the side. Almost 90 degrees, gets hindered a little bit by the holster on this side. It won't get hindered. But then we do get swivel up there. We have double jointed knees that bend back pretty much all the way. And for the ankles, they do swivel. They hinge up pretty good amount, and then same with hinging down. And then we get excellent ankle pivot. Pretty much a 90-degree bend. That is some great pivot at the ankle there. They also pivot to the outside as well. And then we do get a pretty good toe hinge. So overall, I think we get excellent articulation with this Batman, and you're going to pretty much be able to get him into any pose you'd like to get him into. And I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Mafex Dawn of Justice Knightmare Batman. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it an 8.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I had mine imported from Japan, and I know my buddy from Agelessgeeks won't have this on the website, but he will have it at his shop at Frank & Sons. I mean, you can find this figure pretty much any retailer. And if you do ever purchase something from Agelessgeeks.com, don't forget to enter in codename Daredevil, and you'll get yourself a 5% off discount. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell icon. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. So we do get a basic style box from Mafex's Batman vs Superman line. We do get the window right there in the front of the box, and on the bottom of the So we do get a basic style box for the chippity chippity choppity choo. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure. The Moving on to the Moving on to the accessories, we get a bunch of great stuff included with this Knightmare Batman. So we do get a Mafex. And I really like how Mafex keeps... Damn it. And I love how Mafex keeps using real damn it, why do I keep messing up? An assault rifle, and this thing looks pretty damn dope.